Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Reid, and today we have a quick video on a particular trend that's been on the downward spiral recently. But before I dive into that, I just wanted to say I've been off YouTube for maybe like a month or so. I've been preoccupied with life, but I'm back to making content, so I have this video and 2 other videos in store in the next couple of weeks. And let's dive into the point of this video. So we're talking about the Mschf red boot shoe, also known as the Astro boot shoe, also known as the most inconvenient shoe in my opinion ever made. But before I dive into like my true feelings of this particular shoe, if you are new to my channel, my name is Norman. I make fashion related content across all my social media platforms, and with that being said, let's dive into this video. So I want to hit 3 points when I talk about this particular shoe. I want to talk about the inspiration behind the shoe, I'm going to talk about the practicality of the shoe, and just my final thoughts on the shoe in general. So first things first, let's talk about the inspiration of the shoe. So growing up, right, like if you were born in 2000 or a little bit before 2000, you should know the character Astro Boy. Astro Boy is a robot, or it's a fictional character who's a robot, right? And the most predominant features of this character is his boots, and that's something that's associated with this Mschf shoe. So this Mschf shoe, if you can see from right here, is just an all red shoe. It's very bulky. It basically copies the same silhouette and style of the Astro Boy character, and in my honest opinion, Mschf, the brand, they really captured and they channeled the energy from Astro Boy and made it into a very tangible shoe. With that being said, let's talk about the practicality of the shoe. The practicality of the shoe, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably say a -5. The reason why I say a -5 is because it is a very, very, very bulky shoe. I wouldn't even consider it a shoe. It's probably more a boot than a shoe, but that's semantics. I'm not going to really dive into the difference between a boot. Okay, cool. So again, with the practicality, I say a -5 because let's say you're going on a daily stroll. You're not going to be wearing the shoe for X amount of time because it is just super inconvenient. With that being said, look at Exhibit A. And now let's look at Exhibit B. And now let's look at Exhibit C. In all 3 instances, you can see how inconvenient the shoe looks and how difficult it is to take off this particular shoe. So that's my little spiel on. Oh, another thing else, before I even come off this topic, let's say you own a car, right, and you decide to wear the shoe. Are you going to be pressing the gas pedal are you going to be pressing the gas pedal alone, or are you going to press the brake as well? The shoe is so wide and broad that you're going to be pressing both the gas and the brake at the same time, and that's super inconvenient, and it doesn't make sense to own that shoe. Again, with my walking analogy, you're not going to be walking multiple miles in the shoe. Your foot is going to get stuck, and it's going to be very, very annoying. And overall, I just don't understand the practicality of the shoe at all, and I still stand by this statement. I gave it a -5 out of 10. So my final thoughts on this particular shoe is going to be that it was cool as an idea. Sometimes ideas don't need to come to life, in particular with the shoe. However, in our society, people try different things out. Yes, I understand it's a cool concept, but in actuality, and like when you put into practice of making a shoe and having like a prototype or whatever, it's just like it shouldn't have came out. It probably should have been like a friends and family type of deal, not sold to the mass public, whatever. But with that being said though, if I'm looking at it from a very creative standpoint and also looking at it from just pushing the sneaker culture forward, I can see why it was made, and I can see why people are gravitating towards this particular shoe. A lot of celebrities such as like Reid, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, what other people like Drewski, recently like Drewski, and also I forgot this man's name, but he's an actor from Breaking Bad, the actor who played Gus. And yeah, you can make it look stylish and X, Y, and Z, but like, I don't know, it doesn't fit my cup of tea. In all honesty, it doesn't fit my cup of tea, and that's just my honest opinions on the shoe. If I were to have the shoe, I'm probably put my little spin on it. Maybe I can see, like, I will have to have the shoe in hand and live with it for a couple days, put a couple outfits with it to see like if it's really worth the investment of the shoe. Because I didn't even talk about the price. The price is like almost $300 something, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so if I had a time with the shoe, experiencing with different outfits, yada yada yada, maybe my opinions would change. But from the outside looking in, I don't see the appeal of the shoe, and I don't understand why other people find the appeal of the shoe. But then again, people like quirky different things. But with that being said though, this is my quick little breakdown of this recent internet fashion trend, and that's just like my breakdown of this particular shoe. If you enjoy this type of video and want to see more breakdowns or more content just like this, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what other things you want me to potentially do a breakdown on, what things you like, what things you didn't like, and also leave a like down below if you enjoyed this video. With that being said though, this is Reid, and see you soon.